thought the first quarter was really the part of the game that we didn't recover from. They came out strong. We had a good early start to the game, but we ended up losing the first quarter by 8. Was not the right way to start this game off. They're a physical team. We knew the rebounding was going to be a big challenge, and they got beat us by 9. And then, it turned into a scramble at the end. We had a shot, but an accumulation of little things throughout the game hurt us, and we didn't shoot the ball well.
Coach Seth had 0 field goal attempts in 13 minutes. Is that something that you guys want to maybe try to find more shots for him within the offense, or is it just kind of the game flow?
Yeah, sure. I'd love to get him more shots. I would. That's something that I'm looking at those kinds of things all the time. But other teams know he's a great shooter, and they stay pretty close to him. So we're going to have to work on that.
So the three-point defense, they had a nice night shooting, obviously.
Well, they had a night that they played a great game from start to finish. They didn't shoot the ball super well overall, but their three-point shooting was terrific. And so, that's obviously the difference in the game. Ntilikina hit 4. Morris hit big ones. Portis hit 1 or 2. Randall hit 1 or 2. And, they're the kind of team that's capable of putting this kind of game together. And we knew it coming in. It's just from the very beginning was all about disposition. I love Powell's charge he took in the first few minutes. And we just lost some momentum in that first quarter. And that was a killer.
We've obviously seen Luka make shots like that at the end. Is that one that, you let him do what you do, or would you like that to be different at all?
Listen, the ball's going to be in his hands. And, I trust him to be able to create something either for himself or somebody else. It was a long shot, but it was a clean shot. It was on line, hit the back rim. At that point, we just had put ourselves so far behind the 8 ball. We were down, I think we were down 9 or 10 with, under 2 minutes to go. And it's just hard, And then they had the free throw rebound. That was on me. I was trying to preserve a timeout. So, I put a smaller team out there, and that was, when Randall got the rebound, and then it ended up KP's 5th foul. So that's a mistake on my part. And so, hey, we win and lose together, and we've got to learn some things from this.
Why was Porzingis able to get in the flow offensively tonight, and what do you think of his performance overall?
I thought he was great. I really did. The difference tonight, though, after him thinking about a lot of things for the last couple of days and us talking about things for the last couple of days, he just, he really just moved and played within the system and allowed the game to come to him. When a player like him does that with a guy like Doncic on the floor, a lot of good things are going to happen for him. The other really encouraging thing was, he got an inside game going tonight, and was able to get separation. And, he made 3 or 4 of those when they switched on him. And so that was really encouraging too. And he had 5 block shots. So, he had a terrific overall game. But overall we didn't shoot it well, at 41%. And we didn't rebound well enough. And the turnovers were untimely.
You talked all preseason about the starting lineup is going to be fluid, and obviously we've seen that to this point. Is there any consideration to having some consistency and kind of having guys be able to know this is their role, this is where they are in the rotation?
We could possibly get to that. I don't think we're there yet. Our challenge early in games has been physical disposition and on the defense and rebounding side, so that's a consideration. And look, I love having a second playmaker in, and I love having a bigger guy that's more physical in. So we kind of walk a fine line every night, depending on who we're matching up with. I started Lee tonight because Lee's just one of our tough guys. He didn't play much, but we got off to a +4 start with him in the game, which was great. And we'll keep looking at it. I'm open to getting something consistent, but we've talked about this from the very beginning that the way we're structured, we probably were going to need to be fluid and flexible. And the guys have handled it well. And it's not easy. I get it.
Where do you guys have Al is physically?
I think he's getting there. We've come up against some very big and physical teams the last 2 games. And really, if you count the Lakers game too, that's another big, bunch of big guys. And so, I think he's close to getting back to where he was, but his rhythm's not great either. Just sort of within the team, and so, but he's, there's never going to be any question about how hard he's working, or any of that kind of stuff. He's always into it.
Coach, you guys have lost all 3 games at home this year. How do you guys just improve on playing this building?
Well, it's a mindset, and we've just got to bear down. It's if we're going to be the kind of team that I believe we can be, and that we feel we can be, and that people would like us to be, at least our fans would like us to be, protecting home court is certainly paramount. So, but the major symptom in the 3 losses has been that things have gotten loose in the first half, and we've just got to tighten things up as a group, and we're certainly capable.
Did Porzingis play tomorrow night on back-to-back?
I'm not going to talk about tomorrow night until tomorrow afternoon.
Coach, the first handful of games, the offense was really kind of humming for you guys. These last 2, not so much. What do you think has been the root cause of that?
They're physical teams. Look, we missed a lot of open shots tonight. When we were attacking the paint in the first half, we were at a 1.6 points per possession, and when we weren't, we were at 0.7. And so we've got to get the mindset of attacking the paint. That's got to be a big part of our DNA. And sometimes we fall into, the outside shot. And look, we got to guard better. And as I mentioned, some of our periods where we're loose with the ball, or just a little loose in general, and maybe, make some uncharacteristic defensive mistakes. They lead to the 4-0 runs that seem pretty innocent at the time, but all that stuff accumulates, and so we got to do better with it.